I woke up with anxiety every day for about a decade. I would feel shitty in the mornings and I wouldn't really know why. I loved my job for the most part. There were parts of it, like every job, that I didn't totally love. There were some people there that were challenging, like any job. But I would wake up with this feeling of anxiety, not sure what it was attached to. And so every morning I tried to get away from it. If this happens to you, you wake up with this feeling of anxiety, just notice if there's thinking attached to that, because that feeling of anxiety that's kind of overwhelming and negative thoughts that turn into rumination, that thinking about them over and over again, kind of chewing on those thoughts, it can put you in a state of self-hypnosis, and those thoughts and that feeling can get all wrapped up together and go underground, become very strong, because whatever sinks down into your subconscious mind can start to run your life. So if you have anxiety, just take a moment to consider that, if that is maybe part of what's happening with this anxiety. And at the same time that you're ruminating about these thoughts in that state, you also want to get away from those feelings rather than just being with the feelings. And that getting away and that trying to get away from your feelings pushes those feelings even deeper down. So this kind of feels familiar to you. You may have hypnotized yourself into this state, this emotional state where you ruminate, and those thoughts and feelings cause a certain way of being and doing. And this whole thing might not be working for you anymore. You may have a certain result or an outcome from this way of dealing with or not dealing with those feelings. I'm talking about anxiety, but they really could be any negative feeling, because you're also doing this with your positive feelings and creating positive areas of your life where things just flow. But if they're negative and they're not working for you anymore, and you're in this kind of habit, maybe you'll find someone who can help you take that emotion, but go in a different way with it. So that instead of the rumination and the negativity, you can use that emotional state to go to a better place, a place that feels better, a place where you do better, where you can be better, and you can have better. You can start going in a different direction. An accelerated hypnosis can help you reprogram all of that emotion by not trying to hold on to it and ruminate about it or escape from it and push it away. But there's that sweet spot right in the middle, that sweet spot of mindfulness, of just being with whatever it is you're experiencing, but without all the negative results in your life and the way you're feeling. And hypnosis can help you find out what is now going on below the surface. It can help you take a look at that root cause, that tangled web of emotions. There may be some of your problems all tangled up in there, and that part of your life is also affecting other parts of your life that are all knotted up together below the surface, possibly outside your conscious awareness, but you probably have some idea through those feelings that there's something taking place there. And when you think about it, it causes all of those feelings, all of those thoughts to come into your conscious awareness from that place where they've been pushed down. And I'm all for therapy, for talking about your problems. And sometimes talking about your problems with your conscious mind is not enough to overcome all of what's going on below the surface. It's like 90% of an iceberg that's below the surface that you can't see. You may not know exactly what's down there, but you sense it, and it becomes overwhelming. So you try to push it down even further. And it might have worked for you for a while. You were stuck in that. You were planting those seeds. Those things were going underground. You were kind of handling it for a while. But now, this is no longer working for you. But you're stuck in that rumination, in that kind of loop. And all the different types of therapy aren't helping what's going on there. And you and your life and maybe other people in your life are suffering because of what's going on slightly below the surface, slightly below that level of your conscious awareness. So if you're feeling like it's not working anymore and you don't have that choice, you don't have that control, you don't have that power, you don't have that resolve to change directions with your conscious mind, because you need to reprogram your direction in the subconscious. You need to reprogram that subconscious GPS with that new destination, whatever it is that you want. But it needs to be done at the subconscious level. That's why a lot of therapies, that's why clients come to me saying that they have tried everything and they have this way of being that has this underlying negative emotion. Maybe it's a fear or a huge phobia. Might be in just one area of their life, but it's slowly seeping into other areas of their life. And I know that when people come to me, having seen almost every type of therapist and nothing has worked, I know that this is a sign that they've been trying to fix things with their conscious mind. They've been trying to fix a subconscious problem with their conscious mind. And it's like trying to chip away at that iceberg that's above the surface. And as you chip away at it, that iceberg just rises up a tiny bit more, replacing whatever you chipped away at. New problems emerge, new things that you didn't know were there, new connections that you didn't know your problem was connected to you might start to pop up. And it seems overwhelming, and it causes you to try to get away, suppress the problem even more, or it might cause you to hold on a little bit more tightly, to ruminate, and your rumination might be out of control. This is why we need to fix a subconscious problem with your subconscious mind. You fix problems with your conscious mind logically, rationally, with a list of things that you need to do, and those problems are solved. But that logic doesn't work on that emotional, on those emotional subconscious problems that are all knotted up, all tangled up. Most of the time you need to solve emotion with your subconscious mind. Reprogram your subconscious mind with a new destination, with what it is that you actually want things to look like. And your subconscious mind already knows how to get there, knows the best, fastest, most direct, easiest, fun route where you can actually enjoy traveling on, which is your life. So if you've dug yourself this hole and you just can't seem to get out, you don't seem to have a choice around what you do anymore, hypnosis can give you an experience that can expand your mind. It can become bigger than whatever problem or whatever you're ruminating about. And it can give you access to different resources, whatever you need, so that you can have choice again. So is there an area of life where you feel that things have gone underground, where things kind of pull you down, where you might feel stuck, where you don't feel like you have a choice anymore, and that you've come to some sense of realization that this is not working for you anymore. What would that area be? Where if you could reprogram your life and go in a different direction, it would make a difference in your life?